My greatest fear is probably dying with no one knowing of any contribution I've ever made to creative music. But that's cool because I made an album already that I'm so proud of that, you know, if I died tomorrow, touch wood, you know, I would still feel fulfilled in a way.
The world is yours, and I'ma do it for all my niggas and all my haters who talking like we ain't all in and we ain't getting paper. No, I'm in my zone, and no, we not faking. Ride for my niggas, all take. I'ma die for my city, all take. Oh, the world
Shit is crazy these days, make me seem kinda strange to a nigga like me. My mama told me, thank God, keep my head in the game. What's the G off in this game? Got a nigga like me, I'll see this shit as clear as day, even in my sleep. And so I pull out my chain, be the fresh I can be. So I hate to stay off in your lane, you can't do it like me. I'll be the coolest on the block, it's your boy J. This for all my shorties that be getting money. This for all my niggas that be getting money. In this generation, ain't no hesitation. Wake up in the morning, you know I be on it. Living for the moment, you know I be on it. I'm crowd surfing, ain't no denying the high performance. Fuck a haters try to tell me how to be now. Judging me on style, vocabulary, performance, not ordinary, original. Tell the haters simmer down. Focus on this life that I'm living now.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Topcast, new series, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And my very first guest is somebody that you all should be familiar with. I've been rocking with him since I think his 5th or 7th show. You can go back on his channel and check it. It will be spammed in the comment section. And that is none other than the brother SIR IZM with the wisdom, here with T.O.P. to whap and tap on you niggas' heads, like the man always says. Welcome, SIR IZM. It's an honor to have you here, brother, man. And I would like to discuss with you what the fuck is going on with these retarded ass niggas. I mean, in my opinion, they making us look bad out here.
What's going on, Topcast? I appreciate you having me on your show. I just trying to get these brothers to look inward, do some introspection instead of looking outward all the time about what the woman did. And it is some messed up women out here. But what about you as a man? You chose her, or you let her choose you. So you got to hold yourself accountable at all times as a man. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. It's interesting that you say that because I say the same thing. Maybe not. I don't use the exact same words that you do, but the message is the same. You guys deal with these females, and they run you over, and then you don't want to take accountability for the fact that you wasn't discerning enough to figure out what kind of woman you was dealing with. Mm-hmm. And so, as a man, it's not really a good look to be complaining about women, especially in an environment where women can observe you behaving that way, because it don't make you look very manly. And I don't think a lot of these guys understand that. And me and you, we just met recently here. I want to say maybe about 6-8 months ago, something like that. Salute Trav, salute Black Snake. Back when you was first starting out, again, like I said, it might be show number 5 you did or show number 7. I came on with Ice Turner. But that a lot of these guys, in my opinion, and I was saying this back in 2019 when I first started kicking it with guys on Instagram, that if you observe how pimps and hoes move, what you'll notice is that when the men is off conducting their business, it's just them by themselves. It ain't really a whole bunch of women around. You understand what I'm saying? When the hoes go conduct their business, they over there doing what they doing. It ain't a whole bunch of pimps around except to, monitor the situation. All that to say that if guys want to have this conversation about these women and their behavior, it's best done in private where women can't consume it. It's the same thing I say about these dating coaches. How is your game going to be effective when women get to consume your strategies? As if women are so stupid that they can't, put the block on that. What you think about that?
Well, it's always easy to talk about somebody else, and their faults, but it's hard to look inward, and I think that's the challenge as a man when you went through some trials and tribulations. Even if they say in the Bible, if you believe in that, you're gonna go through ups and downs, mountain highs, valley lows, but that's when you got to look inward, and get that grit about yourself. You know what I mean? Not just when you're in a situation and, it was all someone else's fault. It takes two to tango. So if you're in this relationship, you got to hold yourself accountable. And as a man, I want you to say everything was on you because it's going to make you better when you get you another woman. You know what I mean? That's my analogy in view of the situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. Now, I mean, I will say that, I can't be responsible for another person's behavior per se. However, in a relationship between a man and a woman, I have to be responsible not for her behavior, but for the fact that I chose her without investigating her fully and seeing what she's really all about. And what I find is that a lot of these guys, they pick women based on how they look, and they don't really investigate them and vet them correctly. And then when the woman mistreat them or abuse them, they want to point the finger, not knowing that they point three back at themselves, for the woman, not behaving correctly in their presence. And I think that it's a bad look on us as black men when you see a lot of black men doing this, and it's just a bad look on us as men in general. What you think about that, Sir Iz? Drop some wisdom on us.
I spoke on that last night on the show. We had a few players up in there last night in my last show, The Mac is Fear Forever, and we was just chopping it up saying, you're pointing one, but three pointed at you. All these men talk about these women and they weaves and different things, and that's all, cool. You can speak on that, but when the woman had that weave together, had that body together, I bet that weave don't bother these brothers when they turn off YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? And none of these brothers are looking inward and saying, hey, man, do a push-up. Hey, man, do some sit-ups. Hey, man, work on yourself. Hey, man, keep yourself clean. That's my triple C's that I'm coming with now. I know it's color cut clarity, but I'm going with cleanliness, confidence. So I need you to be clean, confident, and character. I didn't say money, because a lot of dudes with money, their character show up later and then get them in a bad situation. And you be like, oh, he rich. Yeah, but he's a deviant. He's some kind of predator or something. You dig what I'm saying? So you need character. You need to be clean, brothers, and you need to be confident within yourself, not the woman. She just an accessory to help your program, to assist you, to be a helpmeet. She shouldn't be your main focus. Your focus should be on you, and she should be following you. You understand?
Oh, absolutely. And truth be told, I don't know whether a lot of guys realize this, but when you're dealing with women, because they're emotional like they are, they actually gain a lot of confidence from your confidence in yourself and your confidence in them. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I just don't think so. I done changed some lives out here in my time. So another thing is
not at all on that confidence, man, because I done had ladies, in my life that was like, man, I just felt like you were so confident that you was going to get it done, and I didn't have women in my life say you wasn't really just my like top flavor of guy. I actually like a guy that physically looks like this, but you were so confident and cocky about yours and so self-assured that I knew I was going to win rocking with you. So that confidence is key.
Oh, indeed. And a lot of females, well, that I've come in contact with, that's one of the things that greatly stimulates them. And in my opinion, I think that is because females generally aren't as confident as, you know, most of us guys are, and they really admire that. But yeah, a lot of these guys, just in my opinion, they give us a bad name. You know, they make us guys look bad in front of these females by complaining. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life until the 2000s. Because I'm not exactly sure how old you are, but I'm 45, and I've been around the block quite a few times, and this is abnormal to me, the way these guys are behaving. You see guys who you know was raised by single mothers come online and talk shit about single mothers. To me, that just don't make no sense. On top of the fact that the women that they complaining about, who they claim they don't want, in all likelihood is a single mother. And the truth be told, a lot of these guys deal with single mothers. So I don't get, you know, where they get their logic from to make the kind of conversation that they do in that regard. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, that's their, you know, in their imaginary world. You know, they think they're gonna get them a virgin. She gonna come from another country. She gonna serve them right every night. She gonna be 10 in the bed. She gonna be a 10 in looks. She go, hey, this ain't your Sims character. You know, everybody got flaws. A lot of these dudes, y'all got flaws. You understand me? So when you find somebody that accepts your flaws and you accept hers, and you can rock with her, because everybody got a little bit of, you know, shit with them, you know, but can you deal with it? Or is they shit too stanky? You're like, that's stank too much. I ain't gonna be able to deal with that. So you got to find somebody that rock with you the right way. And that's the perfect woman for you, because she rock with you the right way. You know, she could be a 6 in looks, but a 10 in cooking, a 10 at having a nice attitude. You know what I mean? You got to pick your woman that fits you, man, and not this stereotypical YouTube sim characters that all these brothers are looking for.
You know, in my estimation, in thinking about, you know, what you just had to say and what I had to say, and salute to you, Miss Misha. I'm glad that you're in attendance. How you doing? What it sounds to me like is, and I hear you say it quite often, that a lot of these guys are as delusional as these women are, and they stuck on the outer appearance. But, you know, just because it's a shiny apple on the outside don't mean it ain't rotten on the inside. Or just because it's a shiny looking new Benz, it don't mean that it's got a Benz engine in it. You know what I'm saying? And I find that a lot of guys get themselves caught up in these situations. And SIR IZM drop. Hopefully he'll join back in shortly. But what I was saying is that I find that a lot of guys get themselves in situations with these women. All right, welcome back, SIR IZM. What I was saying is that I find a lot of guys get themselves in these situations with these women, and they just delusional. You know, they think that good looks equate to a perfect woman. And then when it comes to sexuality, in regards to women, most dudes are like light years behind women in regards to sex. And I really think that a lot of these niggas is jealous because they don't have access to sex like women do. And they mad at women about that shit. What you think about that?
Yeah, let's get a petition. We got to get these women back and all this stuff. Hey, man. If you mad at your gender, you're going to have to talk to the man above. You a man if you're 5'5", 6'5", if you're 355 pounds. You got to work with what you got, man. So the onus is on you as a man. You got to put your thing down and be one of the coldest brothers that you can be. That mean having your hygiene. I mean trying to have your paper together. You know what I'm saying? You think you're going to get a 10, but a lot of time them 10 in looks, man, you guys don't want them, man. That's just the outer appearance of the woman, man. I done said it 29 times. The beauty is in the duty. You did. She want to be a good person that has a good soul that you can trust. You know, inner beauty makes her outer appearance look better. And sometimes I like them ones that, you know, might be a 6 or 7. Then I can put my sauce on them and bring them up to a 7 or 8. And that's my 9.1, because that's the highest you can be is a 9.1. Only thing a 10 is this game.
That's all factual right there, and I specialize in the 5 to 8 range myself because I have an understanding that them women that guys consider 9s and 10s, them ain't the ones that's gonna be around and be your friends long term. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go for the mud duck unless she paying like she weighing, then she could stay. But most women fit in that quote unquote average category, to be perfectly honest, as is most guys. So I think on both ends that both men and women are stuck in this fantasy world where they just looking at the outer appearance and they not really delving into what's on the inside, because it's what's in the inside that determines what your character is going to be like. The way you look on the outside doesn't necessarily indicate what type of a person you are. And I think a lot of these guys just get confused and they come online and they red pill raging, whether it's obvious or low key, because they don't have it with these women like they do.
Well, there we go back to my word with the confidence and the character. Guys that's winning with women, they not on here yelling and screaming and mad and want to be argumentative with women all the time. Got to get the last word. You see the problem? You too bitchy. You think you gonna make a woman feel dumb, like, "Ooh, I'm smarter than you. Ooh, you were right. Let me give you some of this pussy." Nah, bruh. Some of you dudes
trying to shame them into giving up some pussy.
Yeah, man. I don't know if that's gonna work, man. You got to be smooth with your thing. Ain't a woman just gonna say, "Oh, yeah, you're right. You really made me think about that. Yeah, let me give you some." You got to try to have the last word. You acting like a chick.
That's
a lot
facts.
of times guys win with women, but they just don't be quiet. Sometimes let her talk. A lot of times let her talk. Get her flowing. Give her a glass of wine. Let her flow. You'll find out everything what's going on, so you will know what screws and buttons to touch on that computer, which is the woman, to make her act right. Let her talk. Show you where she been. Let her see all her apps, all her programs. And you be like, okay. So I know what to do with this. I know what to do with that. But a lot of guys keep running off the mouth and all their accolades and trophies, and I make 100,000 a year and all this. They think that's gonna win the woman. The woman sit back calculating you, saying, okay, I'm gonna get this sucker.
Yeah, or you'll hear him say something like, "I see your potential," which means she harvesting your ass for the future. I don't think a lot of guys really get it, man. And I'll say it again, y'all fucking it up for the rest of us because you're making us look goofy out here. Really, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know how I get down, and you don't hear me online. I might talk shit about women, but that's just to keep them in their lane. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't hear me online complaining about how these women behave, because one, I already anticipate that they gonna behave like they do. And I'm so focused on my own thing that what women do is secondary or third or fourth down the line somewhere, or even lower. But that's not to say that they're not important or not. And it's just, that's what's important to me. And unfortunately, in this space, man, it seemed like we in the era where all of the suckers is popular. And I can't get with that shit, Ism. I don't know, man. I don't see how you deal with it. I don't even be bothered with them motherfuckers talking about empirical data, because that shit don't always apply 100% to reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious because of the way these women choose to conduct themselves. You can't control people. That's slavery. Unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah. I'm gonna give me a hut hoe. I'm gonna give me a broad from another country, and she ain't gonna destitute, lower end woman that need me for everything. That's gonna make her act right. They want to act like they're gonna tie to the water heater or something. You know what I'm saying? And just come in when they want a human sex slave, and that ain't gonna be reality, man. If you plan on cornering a relationship, man, people have highs and lows, goods and bads, faults. good points. You got to see what kind of woman you can deal with. But if you had your campaign together, that's why I need brothers to start looking more inward instead of every morning the black woman, the weed, to this, to that. But ain't nobody said, hey, man, let me check myself. Let me get in the gym. Let me work on getting some new certification to get a better job. Let me, start doing me a weekend side hustle to make me some extra money or whatever I got to do. Let's talk about that and not so much the black woman, but it's a market for that. And it's a bunch of dudes that's in the crowd. Because if we start talking about black women, we'll have 300 people in here. And they all in the crowd screaming,
that's facts.
Black women. But ain't nobody said, hey, black man, what you gonna do?
That's
hey,
facts.
black
That's
man,
facts.
what's up with you?
That's facts. As a matter of fact, I got over 100 videos now, and I've been doing this since just under a year. And when I first started out, I kicked it with about some knowledge on dealing with females like that. And if you go back and look at my earlier videos, you'll see they over 100 plays. But once I started talking about something that I considered more serious, which is accountability for men, because truth be told, and I've made this statement before, even if tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. East Coast time, we wake up and we have zero problems out of these black women, we as black men still got problems in this world that we got to attend to, that's got to be taken care of before we even really devote any kind of time to worry about what the hell these fucking females is doing. Now, their behavior don't necessarily make the situation no better. But like I said earlier, for example, if you're a guy who don't like women who wear weave, don't fucking deal with them, period. It's a no-go for you. It ain't even no reason to continue having that same conversation. Okay, we know they wear weave. So what? What's next? What's your response to that? Because as men, we're supposed to be about solutions. And if you're really on your fucking job, you'll solve problems without making new ones. And unfortunately, I don't see a lot of these niggas solving problems, but they do make a whole lot of new problems for themselves. What's your opinion on what you think about this market of denigrating black women? Because to me, it's like these guys and these ladies is playing a game of monkey see, monkey do. You did it to me, so I'm gonna do it to you.
Yeah. That's what this. Since I came to this space, I didn't know about so much of this gender war type stuff. I'm more into relationships and healthy relationships and trying to see men progress as a man. You know what I mean? And then I start hearing all this MGTOW and all this. You going your own way with no women? Come on, you're a heterosexual male, man. I got people in my family that have had 1-2 relationships, and the third one was the charm. They say 3 strikes you out, but hey, I got a brother right now. I got a chick about 15 years younger than her. He was retired, sitting back, getting 2 checks. He was able to send her back to school, and now she making, 70, 80. He bringing in, 80, 90, just sitting back because he paid the cost to be the boss when he was young. And he went and had 2 more kids and did it again. You get what I'm saying? And had 2 failed marriages, got the third one, got him a young chick, younger than him, groomed her, had 2 more kids, and now he's sitting back in the big house, chilling with the pool in the back. So it's never over for a man. You just got to quit crying and sitting here having these pity parties like y'all at an AA meeting every day on YouTube. Oh, the black women. What's wrong with you niggas?
Not an AA meeting. Them niggas be having MGTOW meetings talking about we going our own way without motherfucking women, as if you gonna be able to produce any progeny from that situation. And then moreover, you a man, you supposed to be heading your own way any goddamn way, as far as I understand. On this planet, you're supposed to forge your own path. So to say that you going your own way is to kind of redundant, don't make no fucking sense. As far as relationships go, I'm pretty sure you may have a different take than I do, but when I interact with females, the way I put it down, I explain to women from the start, a relationship, technically speaking, any kind of interaction that me and a particular female having can be defined as a relationship. and that as a man, it comes down to you and how you define how this relationship is going to go. And what I find in this space amongst a lot of these guys is they don't know how to lead a relationship. Hence, they don't know how to lead women. Do you see that as being a problem for these guys? And if so, what's your advice for these guys to be able, to turn that around in their lives?
Accountability. It's like if you the coach of the football team, you got to, hey man, two things in life: getting it done, not getting it done. So if you men can't lead your family in the right direction, you got to say, hey man, that's on me, because you the coach, you the head, you the first one to get the praise and the first one to get fired. So you got to learn how to lead yourself first. I think a lot of men should live on their own for a year or two, a young man, so he can see what it is and date around a little bit, like they tell girls to do. Hey, go date around, see what you like, and you can see what it is when a woman comes to, help amplify what you already got going on. Pick up some of the loose ends that you had when you living by yourself. She say, okay, I'm gonna go on and wash the clothes because he doing this and that when you used to have to do that. She gonna maybe cook a meal or two when you used to have to do that. She gonna, pick up some of the little slack so you can see what it is to live on your own, and then you can appreciate having a woman when she comes and help your cause, and you can see what it really means. But dudes go from their mother, then they move in with a girl, and then their girl become like their girlfriend mother. So, and they don't really see it.
I'm glad you brought that up, because Patrice O'Neal spoke on that. Rest in peace to him. He spoke on that very subject, and I see that trend going on amongst a lot of these guys. Not only are they ignorant to women for the most part, but a lot of these guys get with women and expect these women to be like their mama. Don't no grown ass woman who's having a man female relationship with you. She's not looking to be your mama. And SIR IZM is correct. You niggas need to get out there, especially if you're in your 20s. If you're 21 years old, you need to be out there, get you a CDL and go get you some of this motherfucking truck driver money, because it's in high demand and they paying motherfuckers $10,000 extra as a fucking sign-on bonus. And a lot of you niggas ain't never had $1,000 goddamn dollars at one motherfucking time. So I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying. And I'm an advocate personally for minimalism. And that's because it will allow you to save a lot of the money that you make and reinvest it in harder assets that's going to preserve the wealth that you generate. Because like everybody know, the cliche go, time is money. But something that you just said,
and that's a key point, because if you live by yourself when you're young, if you do get with a woman, you won't feel like, because a lot of guys be feeling like, okay, where I'm gonna stay, I ain't gonna have nowhere to go, and woo. But a guy that lived on his own, he'll be like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't letting a woman talk to me like this. I'll go sleep in my car for a week. I'll go get me efficiency, a motel, a hotel, or whatever for 2-3 weeks. That's why you always gotta have that breaking case of emergency fund in case the batch go bad. Have you a good 5,000, 6,000, 3,500, 1,500. Have you something in the cut, man. And you know how to live on your own. A lot of guys be scared to break away from having a woman. Like, I got to have a woman at night, and just be like, man, I did it before, I do it again. And then the woman will be less likely to be going crazy on you because you know you ain't got nowhere to go. You be like, fuck that, I'm out. Wait a minute. But a lot of dudes don't have the guts and the nuts to go ahead and step out there like that. That's why you should live by yourself when you're young, because you can do it again in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and you ain't scared to step out there. A lot of these guys are scared, man. They've been hurt. These brothers need therapy.
I agree with you. And also, as a consequence of being out here on your own and living on your own as a man, you'll gain some amount of confidence in knowing that you could do it on your own without a woman. Number two, it gives you the opportunity to figure out the shit that you like and that you ain't gonna tolerate. So that when a woman do come in your vicinity, she do come in your presence and in your castle, you already know how you're going to handle her, how you're going to have her, how you're going to allow her to behave in your presence. And also, like I just touched on, it gives you a great opportunity to do some of that, gain some of that understanding of yourself, so you know what kind of man you are. See, in my opinion, a lot of these dudes, and I said it before because I could see it as clear as a bright sunny day. A lot of these motherfucking dudes don't know who they are as a man. So if you don't know who the fuck you are as a man, how you going to properly go pick the kind of woman that's right for you? And a lot of you guys are not going to be able to do this because you're too goddamn chicken shit to go out and, you know, forge your own path in this world as a man, like men supposed to do. But you brought up something, or you touched on it, and I don't know if you realize how important it is. But you said that women come into your life and they amplify what you put into them, and I would say that is in a negative connotation. You know, when these guys get with these women and they instruct them incorrectly, that they do a lot of damage to the very women who they come online to talk about. Like, take the MGTOW dudes, the pump and dump dudes. How you gonna fix your fucking face to get online to talk about how women got all these high motherfucking body counts when you contribute to the shit? To me, that's hypocritical. I could be wrong. But if you will, Sir IZM, please give me your thoughts on that.
Well, you know, everybody got their own thing they do. I didn't know it was so much difficulties with these women acting right till I came on YouTube. You know, now I see how spoiled I am as a man. You know, as a young man growing up, that I was around so much game that dudes, you know, they have different situations with their woman and they tripping. But hey, man, if I see a guy, like, say if you was my cousin or uncle, like 30 years ago, you might have been with such and such, and right now you probably still be with her. If not, you probably had 2 more chicks since then, and you was with her for 3 years, with her for 4 years, and you just move on. You don't sit here and keep crying and dwelling, and you'll say, hey, man, that woman gone. I got to keep on pushing. Hey, man, I got a new job. I'm doing this. I got my trucking business going. Back before, I was working for a trucking company. You know, I done ran into a new chick because they out there. But a man of means going to always find him a woman. You got guys, they only means is slinging iron, and they find a woman. So what's so hard about finding a woman, man? I don't understand this.
Shit, the best place to meet women is on Earth, niggas, because they all here.
I like that one.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, they go outside, man, and knock you a new young bitch, man. They out there.
That's facts. And as a matter of fact, if you get offline and you actually go outside, you'll see that for the most part, you don't see these women out there acting like the way these motherfuckers describe online. You know, that's a small portion of the entire group of women that, you know, act like that. That's ratchet like that. And it, like I said earlier, you know, if you know what kind of man you are, you know what kind of woman you want. All the rest of them become irrelevant at that point. But I could be wrong about that. Trav says, I only have a problem with high body counts if a woman is only bringing P to the table and wants a provider. If she is bringing more to the table, then it can be different. I'm going to tell you something about women. They all only bring in P. That's the number one thing they bring when they come to you. And when they come to you, they always want something. And as a man, that's just your role. Just like as a woman, her role is to be a mother. As a man, your role is to provide. It's what it is. I didn't make it like that. And if guys have problems with that, you got to take that shit up with God Almighty. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Now, whether you want to be that is a choice that, you know, is left up to you. But as far as body count go, unless you find you a virgin, you just take for granted that she's at least gently used. So I think that guys got to get over that. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a lot of guys, it's going to be very, very difficult. Sir IZM, do you have any tips or pointers or game for these guys on how to get over women's body count?
Hey, man, if you dig that woman, why even ask? You know, once you master women and be a master at the game, when you hit that thing, did that rhyme? You gonna know, you know, if that shit is hollow. I keep rock, damn. Okay, if that shit be like woo 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 woo, hello, 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 you might don't want to marry that. But if that thing still got some grip on it, why even ask, man? Do you like that woman? Then rock with her if she rocks with you. Because her body count, I don't want to know about all the last guys she been with. I might ask a little something to see where that dude went wrong about her last relationship, so I can get a barometer on where she coming from. But I'll ask how many times you had sex, how many times, because they only gonna tell you the good stuff. They ain't gonna tell you about the back alleys, the back of the car. So just get out of there. If it's still got some grip on it and you digging her, rock with her. But always make a woman bring something to the table, man. Because the pussy is a given. I mean, because I'm bringing this wood. So we equal there. I think I'm more equal. Because women want the wood just as much as you want the pee. So make sure the woman always brings something, man, to help edify your life. If not, what is she there for? You can get some pussy anywhere. So make her bring something to the table. That's got to be, if not, it's a deal breaker. Unless she getting money out that pussy, then that's a different story, please.
For sure. And that's how I get down. But I've always gotten down like that. And you know, it started out by me recognizing as a very, very young male that, hey, these little girls is giving me stuff. I'm not gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? But and I realized that a lot of guys are not used to that. And not only are they not used to it, they don't even really know how to go about, you know, saying to females, well, this is how it's going to be. If you go deal with me, this is how it's going to be. It ain't going to be no other way. And stand on that and be willing to, you know, lose the woman. I don't understand a lot of these guys and how they behave.
They're scared to lose the woman. That point right there. You hit it on the head. They scared to lose the woman. And a scared man can't win, and a whoop man can't work. When you pussy whoop, you at work thinking about somebody touching your pussy, and if you're scared, you ain't gonna be able to win.
And really,
I need a guarantee. Top.
The fact of the matter is, when by the time she done got to you, she done been with at least one other dude already. So, you know, you shouldn't even be worried about other motherfuckers looking at her or touching her. Shit, I want motherfuckers to look at the bras I fuck with. You can look all you want.
Yeah.
You only gonna like fuck with her if she lets you.
Catch a nigga looking. You be like, yeah, man, look nice, don't it?
you better believe I done already put the bug in that motherfucking ear. Yeah, bitch, you go over there and fuck with him. You come back over here, you better come back with a wheelbarrow full of money.
You understand?
So don't go out here embarrassing me, motherfucker. At least let motherfucker know I done taught you something. That's another thing. Man. A lot of these dudes don't seem to know shit to be able to teach these motherfucking women a goddamn thing, but they expect these women to submit to them. I once said, famously or infamously, you know, that these guys, they unfucking realistic when it comes to dealing with these women in terms of your material possessions. You know how much money you got. And why that shit don't really matter is because these women could bypass these niggas and go right to the source, which is the white man, to get their material items just like we do. So if she get her shit from the white man and we get our shit from the white man, why does she need your shit? If you understand what I'm saying. And this is why your money and your car and your house and all that goofy material shit don't really matter so much to women unless, you know, they see you as a target. And the truth be told, a lot of you niggas is targets. You got an invisible one on your back.
Well, you lead with your wallet. They leave with your wallet. And when you start talking about all your accolades, sometimes a woman had that ranking system. She say, okay, I think I can rock with him because he got this, he has that. So you can become her trick. And that's how some of these women be talking to their girlfriends. Oh, girl, that's just my trick. And she play the role, get a, you know, best actress in the Academy Awards. Or she'll say, it's a long term. It's going to be my lick. I got to hit this lick. So that's when they play for the long money. So you got to really vet the woman and have you some game about yourself. And guys on here, ism, you don't need game. I'm like, man, that's because you don't have any. You need game in every situation. You need the trucking game. You need to learn the YouTube game. You need to learn the algorithm game. All of it is game, man. If you don't have game, you will get game. Duh.
And that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. The way I roll, I done got to a point, ism, and this is long ago, but for me, my game is no game. And that is, I'm just doing what I do. I'm just being who I am. And if that ain't enough for her, fuck that bitch. See ya. Let me see your head get little. Like a Tylenol. And I'm going to talk shit while she on her way up the street. You understand what I'm saying? But I agree with what Trav is saying. Because I've never had a problem with black women being submissive to me. Shit is, I've even had black women tell me, well, I don't do this or that, only for her to turn around and do exactly that because I said that's what the fuck is going to be, or else it ain't no me and you.
That was the test.
Mm-hmm.
The bitch gonna test you, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you got to stand up to the test. And when you're in position, you can counsel a chick that much easier. You know what I mean? If you notice, most of the guys that's in here have their own stuff, have their own place, have their own lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? It's not a bunch of young guys in here complaining about women. It's men that's in here that can counsel a woman and move on. You know what I'm saying? Ebo, Trav, Sir. You know what I mean? We all are men. And this is probably why this, I don't want to call it rhetoric or this kind of speech that's not quite getting out this information, but it'll come. You just got to keep grinding. And I'm going to keep grinding, Top, because this information is about manhood and it ain't about the chick. Because we'll get another one, man. Ain't no thing with the chick. Chicks going to be chicks. The city girls gonna be city girls. The Claire Huxtables gonna be them. You just gotta find which one is right for you, brothers. You
Exactly. And I agree with you. I think that these kind of conversations are needed because, after all, you know, they do call the YouTube space that a lot of these content creators participate in the manosphere, right? Is that correct? That's what they call it, the manosphere. Well, then why is it that 99% of their fucking conversations is focused on women? They should call it the womanosphere because that's all the fuck these niggas seem to talk about. And don't get me wrong, I love women, but I also know that they have a particular place in the overall scheme of my life, and it ain't above me at any time. And I see a lot of these guys make that mistake. And just here recently, I want to say is two guys just murdered two females. One was an Instagram model, and another one, I just seen this story just like yesterday. But those two guys remind me of these, you know, the energy that a lot of these guys give off. That sexually frustrated, I can't handle rejection energy. And I don't understand that shit, man. You know, I say it all the time. It's a lot of shit that these guys go through that I just can't identify with. You know, I can sympathize with them and shit, try to give them some advice, but I can't empathize because I don't go through that. And I don't go through that because it's what the fuck I say it's going to be or else. Period. No ifs, no ands, no buts, no way to wiggle nothing else in the motherfucking contract. This what it is.
Man training that they need, man. But as soon as they say that, then she walk by and that ass start jiggling.
That jiggly, get them every time, don't it? And a lot of these guys don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I had a young lady on the broadcast I did earlier. This is the second broadcast for the day, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all go check out Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, featuring the young lady Juicy. But a lot of these guys either don't know or they ignore that. And I heard 100 Acre say last night on your show, because I was in the chat, I was listening to y'all kicking it. But he said that women got more game. Now I disagree with that. And I disagree with that because I understand that women are trained to use their sexuality against men, but it don't necessarily equate to them having more game. It just means these motherfuckers is weak for flesh. I could be wrong, but that's what it seemed like a lot of their frustration comes from, is that they're weak for the pussy.
Yeah, because they have been pussy deprived.
They got the pussy on the pedestal. You know how like you go on TV and you win one of them Oscar awards. These niggas is running around with pussy awards. You know what I'm saying? And they not even getting it like that.
No.
Salute to Ebo Sosa. I ain't seen you in a long time, brother. Good for you being here. Salute to Sir O and Skyfall TV. I seen him in your chat last night. And what's up, John Royal? How you doing?
Yeah, man. I shared it on my community tab. So I appreciate some of the players pulling up. If y'all seen it on the community tab, that's what we supposed to do on here. Mm-hmm. But brothers be talking about brotherhood and all that, but it be me, and they don't share the videos. They don't like the shit. They don't hit the thumbs up button. I mean, come on, brothers.
They come in secret watching and shit.
Yeah, and they always the sisterhood. Okay, with a brotherhood, every video we should share with each other. That's how these women be doing, and they blow each other's channels up. Mm-hmm. And that's what we losing at, because we're not getting this message out here to hold yourself accountable. We just out here talking about the women, and the women is talking about the men. Them women just mad because they can't get the man that they want, because they ain't getting piped down. Okay, and men are dusty, but they got babies by dusties. Man, I'm laughing at them women. That shit's funny. I don't even let them bother me. I just do my man thing and keep on pushing. I ain't worried about these women taking over. They're taking over. Man, YouTube ain't everything, man. Go outside, brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tend to think that I do spend some time on YouTube and I do spend some time on Instagram, but it seems like to me a lot of these guys, it's like they're here every day and they spend a significant amount of their day, the time in their day, online. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you do got to get outside, because what you see going on here online is not directly correlated to what's going on out here in the street, because women is out here, they looking for niggas right now. A lot of these women want to be with guys. They just don't want to be with you funny acting ass motherfuckers, because y'all motherfuckers are not men. You're still little boys in a grown man suit. You look like a grown man, but you ain't that yet. And brothers like me and Ism is here trying to grow your niggas up. I know a lot of people may think that, I talk a lot of shit and come off condescending, but the truth is a lot of you niggas need to be punched in the motherfucking chest hard enough to wake your silly ass up and stop acting like a little pussy. You niggas act, the way you niggas act remind me of a little motherfucker that's scared to put a worm on the hook to catch a fish.
Yeah, man. See, that's that man training. I mean, when I was in Arkansas, where my family from, and I had always fished with worms and shrimp, grass shrimp. But they pulled out that them crickets. I was like, what is them for? They like, we fish with these. I was like, a cricket? Oh, no, I can't touch that. They were like, well, you ain't going to fish then. And we in the middle of the boat. Well, I guess you ain't fishing. I bet I grabbed that cricket. I put that cricket on that hook. You know what I'm saying? And started fishing, man. So you guys got to go outside. Don't cold approach. I want a woman to approach me. Approach you why? You don't have a haircut. Approach you why? You don't have any cologne. You don't smell good. Your clothes don't fit. Your shirt is wrinkled. You don't have any creases in your pants. Your pants sagging all down. You're stepping on the back of them because you're letting them drag. I mean, yeah, you got some new Jordans, but the rest of your outfit is trash. Come on, brothers. You got to be something to be knockable. You want some bras to get at you, but you don't look like nothing. Mm-hmm. So if you look like something, smell like something, you can knock any woman in the world. Shit, Michelle Obama, where's she at?
Like the brother Manimal Planet used to say, and shout out to him because he ain't been on Instagram in a while. But when it comes to these women submitting to you, nigga, you got to be something worthy of submitting to. How are you going to demand that women
Facts.
submit to you and you not even worthy, nigga? You not Thor. You not the Black Thor. You can't
You ain't
lift that
coming in here
hammer.
looking like Xerxes. You ain't in here jeweled up to the floor looking like a god. They woman be like, damn, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you looking cold in the game, and you pull up, she like, man, I know you. Ooh, you got a woman, huh? No, baby, I don't got no woman. You know what I mean? That's when she's turned on by you, just your physical attributes and the way you look and the way you carry yourself. Then when she pull up to your house, you got it laid out nice, you got it smelling good. That's even more reason for her to want to be with you. But you dudes think you can look like whatever. And a woman's supposed to just feel some sorrow and choose you because you made 100,000. And don't half you players in here make 100,000. Y'all make that 30 to 40, and y'all think y'all high value. No, you're not. You low value. You regular value. You niggas is value village. Now go ahead and get you a woman.
Oh, he said you niggas is value village, dollar store ass niggas. Hey, I could dig it, man. I mean, I'm here on YouTube to help guys. You know, I'm not here shilling for niggas to cash at me and all that shit like a lot of these goofy ass niggas that they watch just because they got a bunch of bitches on their show. You know what I'm saying? You find out 12 months later that these niggas is not even real. Like the homie Ty City say, shit like the Fresh and Fit is incel porn. But yeah, man, a lot of you guys, and I don't say now for me, and it's only because I got the experience I do. I don't do a lot of cold approaching women, but that's because I know how to read women well enough in person, you know, based on her body language, that when she wants to be approached, or you know, recognizing the signals. I done gave y'all niggas some of the game already. You know what I'm saying? The chick putting money in your hand in any way, shape, form, or fashion, that bitch like you. If you in her presence and she keeps stumbling into your fucking vicinity and she touching on you, that bitch like you. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of you guys recognize what it really means to have a woman approach you, because a woman's approach is not like your approach. She not gonna come up directly to you necessarily. It's very rare. It's happened to me before.
That might be a few times in life, but most time you got to know how to read the mating calls. If you talking about all these dudes, I'm a lion. You can't even see when the woman want to mate.
Them niggas
you know
be lying.
yeah, they be lying. Talking about they're lying. Lions have pride, so you can't even get one bitch, nigga.
I know that's right.
So you got to know the signs. Like you said, woman brush you, or the woman give you some eye contact. Are she trying to bend over in front of you? Are she, you know what I mean, steady passing by, walking by, and you be like, oh, it's just regular. No, man, those are signs. That's why brother got to always be on point, because you got to know how to read the chessboard. You got to know how to read the playing field before you get your head took off. Like being in the NFL, if you don't know how to read the field, you running one way, somebody will knock your head off, man. So it's just like life. Life can come at you like a ton of bricks. And you didn't even know the woman was about to leave, but she been hanging out with her girlfriends. She been talking different. She ain't been giving you sex. And then you come home one day, everything gone. You be like, what happened? She was already giving you the signs. That's why you need these manhood advisors in this game of league of extinguishing gentlemen. Yeah, extinguishing, oh my bad, extraordinary gentlemen. You understand me? League of extraordinary gentlemen, man. Manhood advisors that's trying to help you brothers get y'all some game. It's not that hard, but you have to apply it, man. You know, you're listening to just bashing women and you think you're going to bash them into sex. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. You got to be something for a woman to really want to be with. And all the women that's these little thoughts that's on Instagram showing their butt and doing all that kind of stuff, that's not the wifey type. If you're looking for a wife, know where you at in the game. You looking for a wife or a one night stand? Using them thoughts and them Instagrams that you like because you like them physically, probably not going to be a good wife if you're looking for a wife. You know, they want to be on the gram. They don't want to take care of no babies and birth babies and teach them how to potty train and all that. You got to know what you're doing out here in the game.
It's
Where
like
you want to fit.
It's like buying a pair of sandals to go do construction work. You know, that's not the right shoe for the job, Jack.
Exactly.
And that's what a lot of these guys do when it comes to these women. They pick the wrong woman, and then later on they want to complain about the choice that they made. You know, because like you said earlier, the onus, and I've said the same thing. The onus is always on us as the man, because we the leader. You know, the leader is always the one who's most responsible. So if you done got with a bitch and she done drug your ass down there to child support, you know, before you start blaming her, you blame yourself because you picked her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You didn't have to stick your dick
accountable.
in. You know what I'm saying?
You know, well, she said she was on the pill. Well, you should have wore prophylactic, so you know that you was protected. Else you left your future in another person's hands.
See, I done had females try me like that in the middle of stroking. Take the condom off. Bitches, you crazy? You want me to put you out? Only for them to tell me, oh, I was just testing you. Yeah, you see that shit don't work out. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of dudes just don't have the right amount of audacity when they dealing with women, and they have to get that. You know what I'm saying? She say, well, this is that and the third. Okay, bitch, we'll go on about your business then. You got to be willing to take that
so
L.
much stand on it. Yeah, some stand on it about yourself, man. Because they be trying to say, like she was saying, take the condom off. And she was like, no, I just was playing. No, she wasn't. She probably was serious, but now she's trying to recover. You know, you got to.
She wanted to see how much control over me she could exercise using her pussy.
Because that's what they have.
Yeah, she found out real quickly that shit don't work. At least not with me.
Most guys, it worked, man. The pussy is a cold device, man. They can't. The pussy is colder than the cell phone. The pussy is colder than the microwave. You know how that microwave get your shit hot overnight? That pussy, you might get rich overnight. That pussy might get you broke overnight. That pussy may make you sign a form that's gonna have you in motherfucking court for the rest of your life. That pussy, man, is a cold thing, ain't it?
It's cold, man. It's cold, and women wield that motherfucker like Excalibur against these motherfuckers. But you know, I want to keep trying to push this on you guys, man. I even got a video about it that I did way back in December, almost a year ago. You guys got to learn how to have a lot of self-control and self-discipline when it comes to sex, because I'm telling you now, women gonna use it against you, because that's really they trump card against you.
That's what they have. That's what Chung Lee got her last little finishing move, or whoever, you know what I mean, on one of these little characters that they like to put their face. See, they ain't confident in themselves. They don't even put their face on their avatar. So you're already hiding. You want a woman to call you back or hit you back. You hit her DMs because you're scared to walk up to her because you're hiding. You want to lead with your wallet and not lead with yourself because you're hiding behind your wallet. See, you're hiding behind the gynocracy, feminism. You got all the excuses in the world, but you ain't went to the gym. You ain't did a push-up. You ain't tried to edify your life. Everything is on the woman. You sound like a crying little baby that somebody took your toy, your little pussy, and they won't give it back. And you don't want to work for it no more.
And I keep trying to impress upon these guys, man. The fact that you online spilling out all of your issues with women, where women can consume it. These motherfucking women on YouTube is sitting back laughing at you niggas. And but they smart enough not to do it in public. Because if they publicly laughed at you motherfuckers, you really be mad. But that's really what time of day it is, man. That's what's happening, whether you realize it or not. But before we get out of here, Sir Ism, because we at the hour mark, could you please share with the people where they can get at you? And I'm going to put your YouTube and your Instagram link information in the video description. I neglected to do that beforehand.
All right, it's all good. Y'all can get me at excuse me, SIR IZM 510 at gmail.com. You can get me at SIR IZM 510 on Instagram. You can get at me at SIR IZM on YouTube. You know, the Macosphere. That's my place where we hold ourselves accountable. The no cap zone, the no bullshit zone. To go outside and knock you a fresh young bitch. That pill, not red, blue, or green, all them pills. Take the IZM pill. And I'm over here rocking with T.O.P. Cash. And you know what I mean? We're doing our thing. And he bringing up, you know, some different little episodes. That he's coming with some gentlemen that's really trying to put some things together. And y'all need to listen, man. I used to kick back and listen when the OGs was chopping up game, man. And I took in what I needed, but I soaked that shit up. And then I always give you the analogy, stir that shit up like gumbo. You take something from your father, your uncles, your football coach, your pastor, these men that you feel are great men in your life, you know, like Top and IZM, and you stir that shit up, man. But don't forget the Macarika, Jack. That's that missing ingredient. And you're going to be cold in the game in chili cold blood. Jack.
I agree 100%. And I advocate for you guys, and I've said this plenty of times, you know, stop being scared of solitude, because solitude is going to give you an opportunity to learn things about yourself that you would not otherwise learn because you're too preoccupied doing other shit that's really probably unimportant at the end of the day. You got to be a man, man. There's nobody out here that's going to hold your hand. I'm not going to hold your motherfucking hand, nigga. I'm going to punch you in the chest and tell you what the fuck you need to be doing. Now, whether you do it is really up to you. But I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to collar you niggas because you niggas is grown just like me. So you got to do better. You got to understand, fellas, that when it comes to these women, they looking for a man to look up to. And they can't look up to your motherfucking ass. Even if you 5'2" and she's 6 foot tall, she still got to look up to you. And she can't look up to you unless you were fully in your manhood, fully in your man frame. So with that, I would like to say thank you, IZM, for coming through and blessing the Top Cast on this first episode of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. You know, I will be through on your show to beam up and give some of my thoughts on whatever topics you're covering. I look forward to you coming back sometime in the future to kick it with me again. Maybe we'll be, you know, talking about something that will get more people here besides the folks that just showed up. But I want to thank all you folks for showing up. The homie Trav, John Royal, Skyfall TV, Ebo Sosa, Sir O, Black Snake, Miss Misha Mack over there with the Mac Attack. And
Misha. That's my girl.
My man Cam Bash. Yeah, Miss Misha is she right on time. She's a classy lady from what I could see. But I appreciate all you guys for showing up this evening. I'll be back tomorrow evening with episode, I think it's number 25, the Kings of Comedy, where I kick it with two young homies, Tone, You a Fool, and Ro. Go check them out too. Again, thanks again, Sir IZM. I'm gonna take you guys out with another joint from my homie, straight from the city, JGIZA. Till next time, peace, fellas.
Salute.
Sunny day on a block feeling so good. Take a look, you can see what I mean. Run around showing love to the whole hood. Who you know can do it like me? I'm just playing the game, but you know every day ain't the same. So I'ma ride for the city, I die for the city, straight from the city.
Waking up in the morning, weekend weather, fly birds outside yawning. Last night was on and popping, gets on to the next one. I pause for a second, I'm focused. Back got the flow tip, back got the potion. Earth, wind, and fire, moms, pops at it program, but it don't get no better. Stack cheddar on the regular, NY down to NC, playing that bigger dog. Despite the niggas right, I is back on my grind. A fist full of dollars, I'm on fire. Flow like rivers now, tigers with stripes like a tiger. Speech for my kinfolk admire people that get dough. I'm all about the checks, Nikes, dreaming about who next up, broken in that. I cruise through the city, passing extras, director yelling action. Fly mommies popping bottle shots full of armor. I took a glance at a fly lady. I cruise like a hustler to the paper, it's only nature. Shorty got some nice racks on racks and a smooth money maker, yeah. Got me feeling like Nas in my book of rhymes. You play in the orchestra, bet that you can feel these lines. In my mind, reminiscing, changing eyes, spitting subliminal lines, hitting pictures of moments in time. Reminiscing, summarizing the 20th Psalm. And got a vision of a rebel standing next to God. Yo, that's a vision of a devil falling from the sky. And why? Nigga, check my level when I'm on the grind. Ahead of my time, know I'm kinda like fighting for my life in the dark, and ain't no sign of light. Evolution in your life, choosing wrong and right. In 21 now, niggas still be trying to sound alike, trying to do it big and live the style of life. Style sincere, like not said, but all I need's one mic. Looking through the eyes of a little nigga on the grind. Sparks like my rim tire when I pull up on the block. I try to tell you it's the sus, nigga. You say you do it all yourself, and that's what's up, nigga. I try to hit you to the plan, let you know that I'm the man. Got my city with me everywhere we go. Got the fam, 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 got the fam.
Sunny day on the mountain is so good. Take a look, you can see what I mean. Run around, so I love to the whole hood. Who you know can do it like me? I'm just playing the game, but you know every day ain't the same. So I'ma ride for the city, I die for the city, straight from the city. Straight from the city.
Yeah, don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram. I got 2 pages, The Incredible T.O.P. and the Topcast Instagram page. Also, catch episodes of the Topcast on Anchor Podcast or your favorite podcast outlet. If you haven't, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you bang the like button. You know, wipe your feet when you come in my house. And bring your auntie. Tell her she should subscribe too. Good night.